did you get Jurassic Park from?
We're not live, are we?
No. Why would we be live?
Well, because you called Superman.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Oh, I can't wait for that game to come out.
We are live. Oh man,
What?
oh man. What? I tricked you.
Yeah,
like cost. No, seriously, we're live.
At least this is a better tune.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome
sir.
to Coffee, Casuals, and Consoles. The only place where Xbot can annoy the crap out of you for free.
Come on, only place? Really?
Dirty J's like DMX, Vocals is like Rough Riders.
Yeah.
Reaper, good morning. Oh man, good morning everybody. Good morning. We're having some coffee today.
See, I did good. I did good for the people you know, coming in live. They're excited now. See, that's what I did.
No, they'd rather hear me sing Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does.
Because he's a kid now. Spider Boy.
What's up, Kool-Aid? Good morning, Monkey Punch. Good morning, Tony Almeida, Eric the Red Tea Reaper, Vocals, Craig. Guys, I'm tired. I need to have more coffee before you guys get all hype and stuff and things.
Oh, she is about to be wired. 500 milligrams of caffeine.
I gotta swallow it first, bot. I gotta swallow it first. Oh man. Alright. I somehow messed up something in my description down here. I'm looking at it right now. Ha. Cool.
Ha.
Alright, while people are filtering in, I'm gonna let you guys know that this show is officially sponsored by IronBeanCoffee.com. Iron Bean Coffee, they have all different types of coffee flavors. Currently Xbot and I are drinking Fierce by the Iron Bean Coffee Company, and let me tell you, it's got 500 to 600 milligrams of caffeine and it tastes absolutely amazing. I'm pretty sure I'm trying to like drool while I'm talking, but I'm not trying to. It's so awkward. How about you?
I gotta say,
like
with trying this coffee out, we've had Thor, we've had Loki, we've had Fear No Evil, we've had Fierce.
We didn't try Loki yet.
We didn't try Loki?
No, I'm saving Loki for a special occasion.
Why? Mischief. I got you. But
Ride or Die.
I've gotten so used to like the standard coffee that you would get in the regular grocery store. When you try this coffee, because they roast and ground the beans to order, right?
Yeah, they do.
So this is the freshest coffee I have ever had in my life. There's no chemicals in it whatsoever. You might be used to coffee, like you got to have your coffee in the morning. If you try the Iron Bean coffee, though, you can taste such a difference. It's so much better than regular,
it's crazy.
Like just store-bought coffee. Oh my goodness.
Like the one we're drinking, it kind of tastes like camping. Like not s'mores, just like the fire. My favorite so far is Rage Against the Dying Light. That one is like absolute. It's so tasty.
Fear No Evil.
Like, sweet. Fear No Evil is like a smoky flavored too.
It's great. Oh my goodness.
Anyways, there's a discount code on the screen for you guys right there. Coffee Casuals Consoles. Use that at the checkout to save 15% on your order if you guys are interested. They also have I was telling Vogels on the Twitters today. Where is it? I can't find it. I can't think right now. There's a 6-row sampler for $26. You can kind of basically pick the flavor that you like the best. Drink all the coffee, then find the one that you like. And it also comes with swag, just so you guys know. If you've seen the picture that I posted on the internets, it comes with sunglasses, a really cute little hat, and stuff and things.
8x10 glossy of yours truly signed. No.
Hashtag autographs.
Not yet.
Yeah. So, the 6-row sampler. They also have this program, where you can pay it forward with coffee. It's called Brew It Forward, I believe. So it's really cute. So yeah. Anyways, guys, people are still filtering in. We're gonna get it started in just a moment. CBL.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's up?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. You're quiet today.
Hello.
I was just listening to you describe how
Don't listen
nice
to
the
me.
How
coffee
are you?
is.
Don't listen to me. Yeah, so who is it? I forgot who it was. Dr. 4K, he was waiting for the theme music. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sing Spider-Man. And that was the only thing that I could think of in my head, you guys. So anyways, it's 10:40. We're gonna get it started. First and foremost, I want to take a moment, guys. Today, the gaming community is mourning the passing of a special friend, the Xbox addict, Matt, the Xbox addict. Matt was a retired Marine, and he had a passion for all things Xbox. As many of you know, it's a very sad day. And above all that, he was an inspiration to everyone he met, as well as a friend within our gaming community. With the news of Matt's passing, the gaming community has been left with a heavy heart. We are sending our deepest condolences to Matt's family and friends during this difficult time. So thank you, Matt, for serving our country and for sharing your love and positivity for gaming with us. You will be missed. It's a crazy day, guys. We're gonna take a moment of silence, if you don't mind. All right, guys, thank you for that. Today we have the Xbot here, Xbot448. Would you like to say good morning?
What's going on, people? I am on 500 to 600 milligrams of caffeine. I am ready to go. We got some interesting topics. A lot of things I have opinions on, so I can't wait to get into this.
You have opinions, Xbot?
I know I'm kind of shy, especially out, when it comes to social media and talking live and stuff like that. But I'm going to do my best. I think I've overcome a hurdle, and I think I'm ready to express myself even more today.
I don't believe you, Xbot.
12 steps, man. 12 steps. I can do this.
Okay, so then we have creating beyond limits. Would you like to say good morning, sir?
Top of the morning. I think Xbot was speaking for me there when he was talking about being shy and quiet. So it's not like, hint, hint, you better talk, CBL. You better be all loud and talkative today. Happy to be here as always. We have some interesting topics to talk about. I'm sure we're going to have some interesting things to say about Cliffy B's new game. All to come in the future. I had a great time playing it today. Not really. Can't wait.
Did you have a great time playing it?
Well, it says on my Steam account I played it for 40 minutes, but I didn't play shit.
We'll talk about that in a couple minutes because I'm curious. I saw your tweet about that. And then normally we have Supersonic Station here. Sadly, Supersonic Station has lost a family member as well. His aunt passed away last night. So he won't be streaming currently or on the show today. Excuse me, Xbot.
No, I'm sorry, but our boy Alan in the chat. Xbot's 12 steps to sleeping on the couch. I'm so sorry.
Bad timing, Xbot. But yeah, we are sending our condolences to Supersonic Station's family as well. Now I have a kid dancing around behind me, and I'm just trying to stay focused.
You know the camera's not on.
You know what? They don't know that. That's the thing. The kids love stream bombing me, and he's dancing around behind me, trying to get my attention.
Oh, it's got to be Evan.
No, no.
Really?
Yeah, I can't wait till they go back to school. I love them dearly, but damn it, school. Damn it.
Damn it.
So, what were you saying?
What was I saying?
I don't know.
What was I saying?
Guess nothing. All right, guys. I am your host, OhSnap. It's Mel, and we're gonna dive into our games that we've been playing this week. I was going to say Supersonic Station. Creating Beyond Limits.
Yeah, Supersonic. Why don't you tell us right now? Come on.
Supersonic would tell you
Quiet
that he's
today.
played VR and VR.
Project
Retro
Spark.
games. And retro games. And Nintendo sucks.
That was really good. So CBL, what have you been playing and what haven't you been playing this week?
Been playing a few games.
What happened to you?
I'll start by getting Fortnite out of the way because obviously I played that during the week.
I don't believe
I played a lot of Far Cry 5 the other day. It's a really good game. I'm having a lot of fun playing with my friend. We were doing some co-op. It's a really gorgeous looking game. That's on the base Xbox. So I can only imagine what it's like on an X or a high-end PC or a PS4 Pro. I've been playing some of Overwatch as a new event, getting into the multiplayer again. I'm having a really good time.
Overwatch. Hell yeah.
Because I stopped playing it for a very long time, and then with this event and stuff like that, I went back to it, and it's just an awesome game all around. Lots of new characters are in it now from when I last played it, so there was a lot to learn, and it was awesome just playing against different characters. We played some Monster Hunter. Can't wait to check out the new update or the new event that's coming out tomorrow, I think. I don't know if I'm a high enough rank to do it, though. So
Wait, hold up. I did see something about that this morning. What is that? There's like a golden something golden egg, maybe? Giant bird?
Something, yes, golding. Yeah, there's a giant gold monster that they're adding an elder dragon into the game, and it's gonna be like a raid. It's meant to be like 16 players, but everyone's gonna be in sets of 4, and it's all gonna be in a different sequence or something like that. I don't know too much about it because it's not gonna be 16 players all fighting the one creature. I don't know how they're doing it.
So cool.
So, but Monster Hunter World is a fantastic game, and I highly suggest anyone to check it out. If you want to play it with friends, it's the best way to do it. You're going to be fighting giant ass monsters. You're going to be getting your ass kicked, but it feels so good to kill them and skin them. That went so dark.
Did you say skin them?
Yeah, because you got to get the material to make new armor and new weapons, you know? So you got to loot their body and stuff, so it's a good game. So yeah, that's from what I can think of. That's what I played. Those games, probably some others, but on the top of my head, that's what I can think of.
Awesome. I'm trying to look up the Elder Dragon. It's
Lady Foxfire. It is easy to have this energy when you are drinking on Iron Bean coffee. Yeah.
Xbot, stop yelling.
IronBeanCoffee.com.
No, seriously, it's coffee.
The promotion code. What's the promotion code again?
It's not Coffee Casuals Consoles, if that's what you guys were thinking.
So it's Coffee Casuals Consoles and save 15%.
All right,
I did it! I did a promo!
Thank you, Xbot.
Yeah.
I appreciate it dearly. Since you ruined last week's beginning of the show.
Now it looks like he's on crack.
I was like, I'm going to punch you in the nose once I found
500 milligrams of crack.
We're on 500 milligrams. All right. So, anyways, so the update introduces the Elder Dragon. How do you say that? Kultaroth? Tarath. I can't say these fancy words. Coot.
Uh-oh.
Cute.
Don't even try.
Cute. It's
Pay those bills. Pay those
uh,
bills.
cute. Anyways,
Ashen Luca.
what?
She said she sent you a message in the chat right there.
Oh, thank you, Ash and Luca, for the $2. Yes, I am ducking you on Scumcast. We'll discuss it at some point in time off here. But yeah,
It might be called Scumcast, but it is a premium scum, the top of the line scum being cast out to everybody. Okay.
But you're just gonna promote everything today and make it sound good. All right, so I'm not gonna look into that update anymore at the moment, because I didn't look into it before this. Xbot, what have you been playing this week?
I've been dabbling in a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Of course, Sea of Thieves. I try to get in a little Sea of Thieves every morning. I actually lost a gold skull yesterday morning. I was kind of pissed off about it. I shut the game off. Yeah.
You got mad and rage quit, bot?
Well, no, I wouldn't call it rage quit. It's just like, all right, well, I'm done here. I had a box of rare tea. I had a gold skull, and what happened was I was going to this outpost, and there was another sloop there, And the sloop started shooting at me. He got one shot in, but as I turned around the outpost, went around to the other shore, I saw the sloop leaving. So I was like, all right, I'm cool. They were just kind of fiddling around, which some people do in Sea of Thieves. They'll throw a couple shots. If they don't get anything, they just keep going, right? So I dropped my anchor and I went to go grab my skull, and all of a sudden I heard and I'm like, what the frig? And like my screen started flashing red every time I heard that sound. Yo, come to find out, it was a 2-person sloop, and they deceived me. One of them took the ship and went out, while the other one stayed on the island, tracked me down, jumped on my ship, and killed me while I was holding my gold skull too, by the way. So
bags.
I was just like, all right, well, that's it for that. I hope that I'm glad I made somebody's day. I hope I made somebody's day, because that is like the second highest value skull you can get. But I've also been getting in on Overwatch. If anybody needs a healer out there, I am a really good Zenyatta. That is my main character. I love playing Overwatch with Zenyatta. Anytime you go, it's one of those games that you can take a break from for a couple months, go back into it, and it feels brand new. It's totally. Just
I have to agree.
The gameplay, just the speed of it, everything. It just feels so smooth. It's great to go back in and play. What else? Oh, the Marvel vs. Capcom, the newest Marvel vs. Capcom. I've been playing as let's see, Black Panther, Venom, Black Widow, of course, Spider-Man. But those guys are kind of like, they're the downloaded characters. And since the oldest is actually with his mom this week, I'm using his gamer tag, and I'm playing with the downloaded characters. And Venom is a sick character in that game. Yeah.
Was that so bad? Is that so?
There's and there's other games. I just can't remember.
So here's what I played, guys. I played this game called I Just Got Hot Vape Juice Spilled on My Leg, and it took everything in me to not scream into the microphone. Oh, that was really torturous, and I'm very disappointed.
You got some nice coils in there, by the way. I'm just saying.
That's probably why it was like 900 degrees of hot vape juice on my fucking leg. That really hurt. So anyways, I played Overwatch. Guys, I think I played Extinction within the last week, but I don't remember. Honestly, like 1 week.
I want to beat that game.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but I'm not sure. Then the other night I was at work, and it says that Lady Foxfire was broadcasting, and I'm like, why is it not showing up on my mixer? Fox, when I say it took me 10 minutes to figure out how to watch your stream, it took me 10 minutes because I guess I was never following you on Mixer. So I'm like, why is it not showing her? So I'm like searching her, and I'm spelling the name wrong and stuff like that. Mind you, I'm trying to do work too, or look busy, like I'm, getting stuff done at work while I'm sitting there with the computer in front of me. So anyways, she's broadcasting Overwatch, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I miss playing that game. She's playing with my favorite character in the world, Junkrat. So it was so much fun watching her, and I was like, now I've got to play, because Junkrat is just the sexiest character.
I think you just made her mad with the not following her. She was like, wow.
I wasn't following her. I thought I was, because it always popped up saying that she's broadcasting. So
yo, Fox, I gotta say, in her defense, she hardly ever watches Mixer. So if she ever goes on to watch Mixer for a certain person, you hardly ever watch it. Well, unless you're maybe at work. Maybe
Mixer is a bit messed up. Like, I follow Supersonic Station, and one day he was streaming, and it said I wasn't following him. Like, it unfollowed him on my account. Like, I didn't do it. So I think Mixer is just like fucked up.
Yeah,
has its problems.
Mixer is trash. But anyways, I didn't know that I wasn't following her. It was totally accidental. And then I followed her, and then she forgave me, I thought. But, I guess not. So anyways, I watched her playing, and then I was like, man, I want to go home and play that. So the next night, I went home, and I played.
See, she was at work. See, she was at work. I got to go home and play that.
Yeah, I said that. I said I was at work pretending to work. And by pretending, I mean I was working. But anyways, now I'm caught out. So anyway, I was watching her stream, and it would look like so much fun that I was like, I have to dive back into that game. Mind you, like, a couple days before that, I had that game up on the screen. I just couldn't go in it. I don't know why. Something mentally would not let me play the game. So I had a lot of fun, and I found a new favorite character to play with, Orisa. A lot of fun. And then I don't know if you guys are gonna believe this, but I played Fortnite last night.
Oh goodness, she was so mad about that.
Wait, what? What?
I played Fortnite last night. I was forced against my will.
You're lying.
Oh, snaps, you're dirty. I think you need like 10 showers. All right.
The kid, one of the kids, he made me do it, you guys, and I was so angry. I was just like, why are you making me do this? But he had fun, and that's what counts. Even though I didn't have fun, and then I was like, all right, I'm done. I tried though. It was cool while it lasted. So yeah, that's all I played this week. Other than anything else that I cannot remember.
Oh snaps! If you're playing Overwatch with Lady Foxfire tonight, then that actually works out because you found a new character. So you ladies you're not going to argue over Junkrat. She could be Junkrat. You could be Orisa. If you need a healer, I know at least a person that
I know a guy.
I know a guy. Yeah.
All right, Xbot. Yeah, I guess I can let you be the healer. Fox, is this a done deal? Are we playing tonight? Don't get my hopes up and then rip my heart out because I'm not gonna have that today. Damn, this burn on my leg hurts. Who does this shit? All right,
900. You got burned by flavor.
I did, man. Is that Steam Factory Co stuff? Oh man,
Steam Co.
Like that really fucking burns. No bullshit. So anyways, guys, let's dive into some topics. I'm gonna send this over to you, Xbot. Shenmue 1 and 2. Well, because I really don't care about it, but you were like, yeah, let's talk about that. Just being honest. Shenmue 1 and 2 remastered for Xbox, PC, PS4. The only thing I really know about this game is it's a game that looks interesting, but I never played it, never cared to play it, never even paid attention to it.
I had the first one on Dreamcast.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's how old you are, bot? Is that how old you are? Well,
yeah, my first video game was Pitfall for Atari, so that's how old I am. Okay,
that's how old you are, bot. Is that how old you are, bot? So the only thing I really know about, I really know, I need more coffee. They revamped the user interface. They added modern control options, English and Japanese voice acting, fully scalable screen resolution, and bot takeover.
Well, yeah. First off, a lot of people, have been talking about Shenmue and stuff like that. And when it first came out on Dreamcast, I mean, it was a cool game. It wasn't the biggest hit out there, it's crazy to see how many people were like, I want this game remastered, I want that game remastered, or this is the best Halo game ever. And when they came out, they weren't really accepted as such. So over time, I guess it's like fine wine with some people.
You gotta have cheese with it.
Exactly. Some good cheese. I am addicted to cheese. Why'd you get me off subject? Yeah.
You're welcome.
But so they're coming out with the remaster. It's going to PC, Xbox One, PS4. And people are excited. Me, not so much, because even though there's going to be like X enhancements, and of course you got the PS4 Pro out there, it sounds like the console versions are only going to be like up-res with those kind of like tweaks to the gameplay mechanics, the user interface and stuff like that. Where on the PC, you're going to get the chance to change the settings in terms of the graphics, so you can make graphic updates on the PC. I was hoping that if they were gonna bring this out on the Xbox, the One X, it's the most powerful console out there. It's not just an up-res machine. You can improve the textures, the lighting, the shadows. You can make the overall game look that much better. And it from what I've seen, if I'm reading between the lines correctly, they're only kind of like up-resing the original games on the console version. But with that being said, people are excited. I thought one thing that was particular, something K Mega actually brought up on Next Podcast this past Saturday. If they're bringing these remasters out as multiplats, if they're bringing them out for Xbox One, PS4, and PC, I mean, if you think in terms of common sense, then Shenmue 3, when it comes out, should also be multiplat. So even though the creator of Shenmue came out, a few years back on PlayStation stage at E3 and started talking about Shenmue 3 and stuff like that, there was a lot of a lot of fanboys out there are like, see, it's going to only be on PlayStation and stuff. Now it looks like it's more or less going to be a multi-plat. So, you know, more gamers are going to be able to play it. For people who can't afford like multi-console gaming, you know, and you have an Xbox, I think there is kind of like there's a light at the end of the tunnel for you if you're excited about this game. Because I mean, to me, it's only common sense that it's multi-plat. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm gonna just add in before I forget the fact that Shenmue will be remastered and it's gonna look better. Is one reason why I would play it if you were gonna get it. If you weren't gonna get it, then I would never play it. You'll get it.
I call it forklift simulator. Like basically there's a point in time in the game, it's a huge part of the game where you're basically simulating everyday life. Like you have to find your character a job and all that good stuff. You have to make sure you're at your job on time.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I was just telling Fox that I was 2 hours late for work.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
You would have to find a job where you're a manager and you know, as long as you get in there and do your hours, you're okay.
No, just be a delivery driver. Dun, dun, dun. Well, I mean, for the price of $29.99, that's probably not so bad. I know a lot of people.
Hold on, $29.99 for both?
Yeah, that's what it said on the interwebs.
I can guarantee it's only going to be an up-res version on console now.
And
I can guarantee that. I didn't know that.
At some point in 2018. CBL.
Hey, that's a coincidence. Some point is my birthday.
So funny.
I've never played these games, so
you're too young, sir.
You're too young.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I would probably look into it, but there's so many games coming out like every year, and I already have a big backlog and games that I haven't gotten that released already that I want to get whenever I get money. So I'm more likely, realistically, won't be buying this. But doesn't mean the game is bad. It looks like it's interesting. I know lots of people love this game, and we're very happy to see it getting a remaster. Hopefully this means, I can't remember, the third one is coming out on the Xbox One now, or is it just PlayStation? I can't remember.
Well, they haven't said anything about it being multi-plat, but a lot of people...
so probably just PlayStation for a bit, then Xbox, like with Crash.
That's what Fox said in the chat. She was like, well, it could be, you know, on just PS4 for a year. And let's be honest here, it's not a multiplayer game. Like it's a single player experience. So when it does come out for the system, it does come out. It doesn't really matter when. You know, that's one of the main reasons why when it comes to God of War that's coming out, I don't feel the need to try to pick it up day one because it's a single player experience, and I will be able to go in and, you know, enjoy the game at any point in time without having to think about, well, damn, am I falling back on multiplayer? Like, you know, all these people are ranking up before me or anything like that. I don't have to think about anything like that. So I don't really have to make it a day one buy, you know?
Nothing is a day one buy except for all the games that we buy on day one. Well, I did invite the Don here, but he ignored my invite, so screw
damn you, Don.
You're like, damn you, Don. I'm like, screw you, Don. You know, guys in the chat, let us know if you are interested in this game. I see some people saying, no, I'm not interested. You know, and who is it? I think it's Rain, but I'm not positive. Oh, it was. He said he watched his father get murdered in front of him. He's got to get a job, basically, to buy a boat ticket for something. You know, and the fact that this game is coming out for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, it seems like Shenmue 3 would be multi-plat. It only makes sense at this point. Vogel says no.
Yeah,
No.
I like the song that you did for that. Like, I just saw no.
He cannot make it because he's at work. That is not an excuse. So, F you. Ha. I don't mean that. Guys, if you could be so kind and do us a favor, hit that like button and share this out. That would be absolutely super. So I guess that's pretty much all we have to say about this. This game will be out at some point, the Shenmue 1 and 2 remastered in 2018, meaning that Shenmue 3 will be out sometime in 2020, possibly. So we're gonna move on.
We have no idea with that.
I'm just pulling shit out of my ass right now.
Well, I also think that they're coming out with the remasters. I'm not sure if Sega is publishing Shenmue 3. I think they own the rights to the title or whatnot. But the creator came out, a couple years back on PlayStation Stage and started talking about like a GoFundMe page and stuff like that, and raised a lot of money. But I feel like they might have there's been rumors that this guy kind of spread the money around on certain other things as opposed to development. So I kind of think that these remasters coming out are also trying to add to the funding to complete Shenmue 3 as well. So that's what I think. I'm just kind of looking at everything and coming out with my own conclusion on that, and I think that's what's happening.
Okay, that's really cool. But this coffee is absolutely freaking amazing. I took a sip and I'm like, wow. Anyways, let's talk about Star Wars Battlefront 2. I think it was
Kickstarter. Sorry, Kickstarter.
It's a crowdfunding thing.
Same thing.
Cool. So Star Wars Battlefront 2, April 18th, there's a limited time mode to unlock special appearances that of course are part of loot boxes, and I believe it's called an Ewok event or something. I was just like, wow, that's really cute way of getting people back into it.
Do you get to play as a Star Wars Care Bear?
A Star Wars Care Bear? Yes, Xbot. You get to play as a Star Wars Care Bear. Is that what you're looking forward to?
Sign me up, man.
It's a playable Ewok event, guys. I do want to know if you guys are interested. They're reintroducing their microtransactions back into the game with the Night of Endor update. I guess I've never played the game. I won't play the game just by the mixed reviews. But I believe that they took out the microtransactions because they were basically pay to win.
They said they were going to bring them back. They said they were going to bring them back, guys.
They've reworked them so that way it's not a pay to win situation. There's no more quote unquote gambling involved, things of that nature. So, what do you guys think about this? Creating Beyond Limits?
I think it took them a very long time to have some sort of fix in place. It's been far too long. It released at the end of last year, and that game was just getting trashed on from the beta to even before it even released. People were saying stuff. So I know it does take time to do these things, so I understand that, but the game just wasn't that good. It's a decent game. It's not amazing. It wasn't the Star Wars Battlefront 2 we wanted. The first game it looked like Star Wars. It looks amazing. But they made lots of terrible decisions, and lots of people were hoping with the sequel that they were going to fix it, and it was going to be like the classic Star Wars Battlefront games. But it still wasn't, and it's still kind of shitty. It's a lot better than the first one, but that's not saying much. So this isn't going to make me play. The fact that Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 are going backwards compatible, whenever I get the money, I'm going to be picking them up. And they're the only Star Wars Battlefront games I need to play. The fact that I can't play them online doesn't make a difference, because those games are just so fun to play, and actually has real space battles, unlike the shit ones that are in Star Wars Battlefront 2 right now. So, yeah, if people want to play, go ahead.
CBL, I got to ask you something, because you said it's been too long for them, to do this and come back and stuff. But games like The Division, even Sea of Thieves and their roadmap and stuff, they come out a certain way, and then over time they add stuff to it. It's kind of like a newer thing this generation. You got timed events and everything like that. So
yeah, but I don't think this event, especially, I don't think it's enough. It's not good enough. I understand that people can bounce back with updates, and we stuck with this game. We're sorry for the launch. But this Ewok event is something interesting. Well, that should have been something that would have came after a big expansion, or something lots of maps added at once, or something to get lots of people to come back. Just adding an Ewok mode, that's not enough.
So you're saying the power of the little teddy bear is just not enough, huh?
You kill them for a minute, and then you're like, okay, that was fun.
So, well, Sea of Thieves, when it released with a lot of people saying, lack of content. There was people that paid like $60 for the game, said it's not worth $60 and stuff. So are you oh, who's
Sorry.
laughing at me? Damn you, Junkrat. Yeah. So are you predicting like doom and gloom for Sea of Thieves then? Because it kind of, it was released with a little bit of kind of like content hysteria going on. And I know they talked about the roadmap, and they're talking about in May.
The backlash wasn't as big though for Sea of Thieves. Like Star Wars had a massive backlash. Like even where people were thinking Disney were going to take the gaming rights off of EA because of the backlash and the whole pay-to-win microtransactions and how it was received and how long it actually took for them to remove them. So there's a big difference already with the taste of that game, and because it's EA and people like to hate on EA. Like Sea of Thieves released as a working game with barely any issues. Like it's not perfect, but the only thing that is good, like there's not too much content. Like there's no denying it, but the game has a fantastic foundation, and Rare are fully dedicated and on board. And they've already proved that they're doing updates.
Dude,
and
I can't wait. In May, they're coming out with like a new enemy AI, and they're trying to say that you have to work together with other crews. So like, multiple ships have to work together to take whatever it is out. Dude, I'm pumped for that.
Yeah, that roadmap that they done, like the video form and the blog post, like that was amazing stuff. Like they talked about the 3 major expansions that they have in the works, given like not too much detail, but enough to get you excited. And then they were like, yeah, and there's more to come even after that. Like, as we all know, because Rare have been working on this game for years, and they said they're going to be staying with it for years, and that what it released as is just a foundation. And like with Destiny and other games before it, they're only going to improve from the day they release. So it was like Star Wars Battlefront 2, it can become a better game. But I don't think this update is enough. It's a good way to start it, I guess. But I'm not going to be putting any money into it. Like, I do have an EA Access subscription, so maybe when it does get added to the vault, I might return then, just to give it a look and see what has happened, what changed, and stuff like that.
Yo, look who showed up on the panel.
Where's the party at, guys?
Yo, Don.
Don. Hi, Don. I'm mad at you, Don.
All right.
Work, Don.
Well, I got 10 minutes, so I figured I'd stop by and say hi. What's going on?
Hey, I burned my leg with nacho cheese vape. So.
Oh, that's not for amateurs. I'll tell you that right now.
I done fucked up. So Don, since you have 10 minutes, you want to tell us your
share us your thoughts on the world.
On this Ewok event. Yeah, tell us the meaning of a life while you're here.
Ewoks? Don't they get special parking because they're considered handicapped?
I think so.
I'm done. Don, I will go work your job. You sit in the panel and you talk about your job.
No, you're talking about the DLC for Star Wars.
Microtransactions coming back to Star Wars, man. Good or bad thing?
Oh, I knew it was going to happen.
They said it was going to happen, right?
Yeah, exactly. They just postponed it is what it boils down to. They just wait until the overly excited group that was for against the microtransactions to calm down and get upset about something else or somebody else, and they were just going to bring them back. I think there's this misconception that Disney's not somehow involved in the business model of that Star Wars game. There's not a single thing that EA can do by themselves without running by Disney. So somebody at Disney actually approved those microtransactions. So the whole scenario where they were going to take it away from EA.
Yeah, they're really controlling of their property, right? Yeah,
that's 100% not true. And as I say this, I almost signed a Disney contract last year, so I kind of know all the ins and outs as far as that goes, because the VR company I was working with was going to sign a Disney contract that was outside of like home console gaming.
Don pointed out, it's like, what is this about my soul and you owning that?
No, they're just very protective. I mean, and I don't blame them for that. Like, I think a lot of people start saying this is the evil person or that's the evil person. No, they're just businesses.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just kind of have to look at it as a business transaction, how they handle things. And you, if you work for any company, you kind of have to know what you're signing up for. That's just kind of how all that works. So.
Nice. Yo, I gotta say, I think it's perfect timing, yo. Like Don said, he waited for the game. They waited for the gaming community to get pissed off about something else, and then they did exactly what they said they were going to do. They revamped it and they're bringing it back into the game. And I think they waited for the perfect time, because if you notice, not a lot of people are really talking about it too much. It's not really that big of a deal. And there is an active player base on the game right now. So even if they just hold the active player base and they start like spending money for different kind of like aesthetics and stuff like that, they're making extra money right then and there.
Well,
business wise, I thought it was a perfect timing.
Yeah, and people are acting like there's not a Star Wars movie coming out in the next 2 months, right? You know, there's another Star Wars movie, even though it's not related to Star Wars
That
Battlefront.
movie looks awesome, by the way.
Yeah, it's an interesting movie. I'll say that. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but people love Star Wars, you know, and that's just the harsh reality. And there's some people, just like they would play Madden every year, that really don't play games, but you put a Star Wars game out there, they'll play it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
don't care what it is, if it says Star Wars in it.
Exactly. So I mean, you know, it's interesting how it all panned out, but the harsh reality, you guys, is microtransactions are here to stay.
They are.
They're not going away anywhere. You can slow them down a little bit, but that's all you can do. So that's why I'm a big component of, once you find some sort of transaction that you like, and preach that instead of trying to kick against the bricks, right? Because you're not going to be able to move those bricks. But if you're able to find other ways for these companies to make additional revenue streams or different incomes, or lower the risk to games, then they will explore those ideas. But the reality is, it's here to stay. So,
well, Don, if you don't mind, OhSnaps, since we got Don on here, I just want to say, you know, more than that, with games like The Division, Ghost Recon Wildlands, you know, it kind of like started with Destiny and stuff. I'm seeing a trend where, you know, limited time activities, a certain structure of game is becoming more and more popular. And on one side I'm excited, but on another side I'm not, because like when it comes to like Wildlands, they're putting like Predator and Sam Fisher like into these things. Now I wasn't I didn't really want to buy Wildlands, but now they're making me look at it with stuff like Predator and stuff like that. What do you think about the future of games with these like limited activities, throwing kind of like everything but the kitchen sink into a game for people to play it, man?
I think it's inevitable. You know what I mean? Part of me likes it, and part of me dislikes it. Like, I like the feeling of accomplishing and finishing the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of missing on modern day games as a gamer. But at the same token, I understand why they do it. The reason why they do it is because they always have staff. And so if you're paying for salary, I mean, you might as well, if they can't work on, say, one project, you might as well put them on another little passion project on the side, right? That generates additional revenue stream for the games that are out there. Whatever the business model is, you know, if it's keeping people engaged in product that's already launched and it's free DLC, that still brings revenue and interest into that particular game, so new people buy into it. Mm-hmm. Or it's something you pay for DLC in regards to that, or if it's a season pass, whatever it may be. I'm not a big fan of people being at studios and wasting the studio's money. Does that make sense? And it's not the individual's fault. It's the studio's fault for not having something planned for that person to do that brings a genuine revenue stream into the company. So, you know, this is just one of those things. I think that studios need to get better of giving people work to do instead of having to sit around at times. It doesn't happen a lot, but there are moments when products are released that, you know, you can have an art team be working on something else. You know what I mean? And and next thing you know, you have an additional product you can make money on one form factor or another. So,
yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about. I think we're going to talk about the next Call of Duty coming up, and I think that what's going on with that game is kind of a byproduct on what we're seeing be kind of like the most popular games online and whatnot. And for people who are complaining about Sea of Thieves and stuff, I think we're going to get a lot of games like Sea of Thieves is definitely going to flesh itself out over time, and I love the gameplay mechanics and the aspect of the game now, but I think we're going to see a lot more of that. So I kind of brought that up to kind of prepare people that this could possibly be a staple in games coming out like year after year, man.
Well, Sea of Thieves is its own beast, right? It's its own type of game.
Somebody's going to model it, man. Somebody's going to model it, and then somebody else is.
Yeah, and then someone else is going to get credit for their success. That's just kind of how it goes, right? So, it's just Sea of Thieves is going to be its own thing, and I think you're going to see other games similar to that where it's not laziness; it is actual design aspects where the designing that you interacting with your friends is the story, right? And so you can take all that focus away from building this like narrative story, and then you can have a roadmap essentially of additional content that continues to be laid out. So I mean, you're basically reallocating resources to a different part of the game is what you're doing in that particular thing. So there are people who are going to like that, and it doesn't mean just because those sort of type of games hit the market, it doesn't threaten the need for story-driven, action-packed games, because obviously people still buy that stuff. That can still be money being made. It's just another type of game that's out there, and so Sea of Thieves, I think, kind of marks that, and it's got a lot of criticism, but I think each time you introduce a new kind of genre or a new type of game, you are going to get critics of that because it's
people kind of get stuck in the traditional. They don't think about how the industry is moving forward, and you are going to get a backlash in certain aspects when you bring something new to the table like that.
Yeah, well, new genres never, I don't really think, threaten old ones. I live in a philosophy where realistically games never, certain genres of games never die, right? They get overshadowed by other games at times, right? But they never go away. Like remember when I remember a time when people said side scrollers are dead. We'll never see another side scroller again, right? And you look now, and there's side scrollers all over the place. Look at Ori and the Blind Forest, right?
I think that's something that made me love that game as well, is kind of like the return of a real quality side scroller, because I absolutely, that game is a masterpiece, man.
Well, it's one of those things that shows how like those genres don't die, right? They may be overshadowed, they don't hold the same weight as they maybe once did, right? But when you introduce a new genre, it doesn't make the other one die. Like I'm not an overly huge fan of Overwatch, but Overwatch is kind of the hero shooter is a genre, right? And that had some critics. Even myself was a critic of it. I don't think it's something that deserves the Game of the Year award or anything like that. But doesn't make it not a good game. And there are people that had backlash because it was just multiplayer focused, like this hero shooter. So it felt lackluster. But if you look at that game like a year later or 2 years later, I don't know how long the game's been out now. It has a lot of content, and that game continues to keep people engaged. So I remember people also arguing that when Street Fighter came out, and people are just like, what do you mean there's not more than one other enemy I'm fighting? This is dumb. It became its own genre, right? And so, and it doesn't mean you can't have like, I always say the closest thing modern days would be like a Ninja Gaiden or like a God of War, where you have multiple enemies you're fighting against, hand-to-hand combat. Doesn't mean those sort of things go away. They just don't have the same weight, and you have a new genre, and it is what it is. So
I got you, man. Oh, snap. So with the whole Star Wars thing, like, are you looking into playing it now? Because they got little, Star Wars teddy bears.
No, because I don't own the game, but I totally would if I did own the game. I think that this update and them reintroducing the microtransactions are actually going to help the game. It's going to bring people back to the game, and it might be a short-lived mini success again. I mean, time will only tell, but it does have those hardcore fans who are always going to come back regardless, or at least give it a try. And they're getting cosmetic stuff. People these days, if you go on Fortnite, that's all you see is people in these crazy freaking outfits. Okay.
I think I saw one with like an aquarium for a head and a fish in the middle for like
yeah. That is a costume that you get on.
That's kind of sick. Yeah, I gotta admit, I hate the game, I hate the battle royale to that game, but that is a sick costume right there.
I think that I wouldn't mind playing with little Ewoks, but all the games are all about cosmetics these days, guys. I was just playing Overwatch, and I was like, I need Overwatch monies, and then Blades donated $10, and I accidentally bought $20.
Then she spent $20.
It was an accident, you guys. If you're watching the
whenever
stream,
you donate, I'll match you.
So, he was like, I'm gonna do it again just to piss Bot off. I was like, that's not a good idea since I already accidentally bought 20. So I got really few things. I was more looking forward to Junkrat monies and stuff like that, so I could buy Junkrat stuff so he looked cooler. But I failed, guys. But, most of these games, they're all about the look of your character. Like Fortnite, I saw these people in these astronaut suits. That's why people play the game. It's not necessarily the gameplay, because that game fucking sucks. Excuse my French. That's the truth. Like, it was so frustrating playing last night. And all these people care about is the really cute outfits. I'm just saying. With Star Wars, I think this is definitely gonna rebuild that hype. People are gonna play it for a week or two, and then they're gonna forget about it again, just like every other game.
So I got a question about that. So when my wife wears something and her sister wears the same thing, they get mad at one another. Is that the same thing with Fortnite? If you guys end up having matching outfits, people get upset.
Sometimes. I can see that sometimes.
How dare you wear that? I was wearing that.
How dare you? I sent you a text message with a picture of what I was wearing, and you wore the same thing.
That's exactly.
Skank. But I can actually hear it sometimes with the kids that are in the house, because they play Fortnite, right? So if somebody gets something, of course, one kid is running to the other two like, hey, look what I got. Hey, look what I got. If the second person gets the same thing, they look at him like, ew, like, why'd you get it?
Go back to when you were a kid and you would feel the same way. You'd be like,
we didn't have a lot of customization in games when I was a kid. Like,
but when you were a kid, you'd up. Sean Murray's here.
Yeah.
Conversation to tell us.
Hi, Sean Murray's
here.
How's the No Man's Sky update coming?
What happened? No Man's Sky update. No Man's Sky update.
Are we picking that up for Xbox, by the way, lady?
Is it multiplayer yet?
They said something about co-op. I gotta look more into it.
Okay, well, you come back to me with the facts, Xbot. With the
man, it's all up to me. People in the chat, it is all up to me when it comes to this stuff.
So, are we done talking about Star Wars?
I think we looked at how it looks Ethiopian right now. You can see its ribs. Let's go.
I gotta go, guys. But thanks for the invite. I'm sorry I had to work today.
Sad face.
But I did then. Well, sorry CBL, because I don't think I have a DM going on with you. But Mel and Xbot, take a look what Mikey just tweeted.
I saw that. What is that?
Have fun with your show.
It's a do not touch machine.
Mike is trolling.
It says do not touch.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, later guys.
Bye. Xbot.
Yo, shout out to Mikey Barra. First off, like he's cool, man. Like I was in his Mixer chat like for a few days or whatnot. He shouted out next podcast. I believe he chimed in. What was it, on your live stream or this show? I think it was one of your live streams. OhSnaps.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Mikey Barra.
Oh, yeah, I was live stream.
All right. And he just tweeted out a picture of a statue of Rise.
It's a do not
And he's
touch.
like, I remember him.
Uh-huh.
Is the quote. Is he trying to say that there could be a sequel coming out in the near future? Something
Well,
that
there better be, or else he's just being a dick.
That's what it sounds like.
otherwise he's just being a dick. And he could be. There are times where if you ever watch his streams, like in a funny way, he messes with people. But I don't think I mean, because that, you know, that would be a major dick move right there. So it looks like Rise 2. I mean, that's what I would read from it. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, it sounds like it to me.
Hopefully they have more than 2 types of characters that you're fighting against, though. I'm just saying. I got tired of nipple clamp guy.
Man, I'll be so hyped for that game. Like, the first one was so underrated and so fun to play.
Do you guys remember when it came to the fat guy that came after you? He always had the silver nipple clamps on. Like, he had silver nipples.
I think I was paying more attention to the gore, I guess, than the nipples.
Dude, the execution, what they did with the executions and having you can execute multiple people as long as they were close to you and they hit that yellow. Oh my goodness. Like the execution animations were top notch, absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
OhSnaps, I don't think OhSnap's ever played Rise though, so
I'm just observing right now.
In
the chat, Crab said I'd love to see a sequel, but even if they started it today, it'd take years.
Yeah. So think about it for the launch of the new Xbox.
So 2021.
2020, something like that.
X Enhanced Rise would be cool, Butcher Van says. That's pretty cool. I've only heard things about this game and lots of raving about it.
Oh, hold on. They didn't X enhance the original Rise, right? Because that could be that as well.
That's not something that you'd want to like tease people about.
Dude, they tease people about the X enhancements for games like all the time, though.
Yeah, but not one that people want a sequel for, so much. Lots of people. It's the same if they did it with Sunset Overdrive. Like, you'd have to just say it that day and announce it that day, not like tease it too much, because people have been making petitions and stuff like that to get a sequel to both these games and stuff. So hopefully it is a sequel and an enhancement.
Unless they've already been working on it.
And I'm like, nope.
You never know what's going on. Fastback says the QTEs to nipple twist the enemies was great. Now you guys make me want to play it. Talk about nipple twisting and stuff.
that's all she would do, like the whole time.
Titty twister, titty twister, titty twister. That's definitely facts. Xbot. But yeah. What?
For people who played the game, they would have to have a new character. I'm just saying.
Lady Foxfire says maybe they added it to Game Pass. Graphic God said titty twister.
Titty twister.
That means CBL.
Titty twister.
Oh, he's been practicing. He said, "In your face."
I said it in the mirror like 10 times. That's all ready for it.
I'm ready. They're not getting me this time.
All right. So, guys, we are going to move on because I do want to talk about Call of Duty. The Call of Duty Black Ops 4, they're not planning on having a campaign in there. Is that what we're reading? But they're planning on putting in Battle Royale? That's
what it looks like.
This game is still a $60 game. You can pre-order it now. This is pretty interesting considering, okay, I play half the campaign on any Call of Duty game and then I just give up. That's when I do purchase one. I know a lot of people are talking about, boycotting Call of Duty because they're not putting a campaign in. I don't think it's actually confirmed yet. At least yesterday, I read it wasn't actually confirmed. But there is talks of it. There's going to be no campaign, but they're going to add Battle Royale. Now, there's nothing wrong with having an all, multiplayer game. I know a lot of people, they're like, then I have to play online. Like, who doesn't play online for Call of Duty these days? I don't know. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing. Butcher Fan says Call of Duty with a poop emoji.
That's why I love Butcher Van.
Call of poops.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad idea at all. I think it's a great move because they put out a Call of Duty once a year. It gives them a chance to kind of work on a story for, you know, a good story for the next one coming in. What do you guys think, CBL?
Well, I was just thinking there. I think they should have named it a different game, not Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Because for some people that have been playing it since Black Ops 1, they probably associate the story and stuff like that as a continuation, because that's what they kind of been doing. So if someone doesn't pay too much attention, there could be someone that gets it. This is obviously if it does release without a story, and they get it, and then they didn't do any research, and they just randomly in a game shop one day or just bought it, and then they were like, oh shit, what's the story mode? Like, that'd be shit. And it's also very bad because in an age where lots of people are like, oh, they don't make enough single player games anymore, or they do have campaigns, but they're co-op and stuff like that, and they're best experience in co-op because they're just not as fun playing a solo. Like, when you see one of the biggest games out there dropping the single player.
Junkrat laughing at you, man.
But that was what? So yeah, as you see, as like one of the biggest games out there, dropping single player, I don't like. It could be a sign where some people are like, well, if Call of Duty's dropping it, lots of other games might do the same thing. So I haven't played a Call of Duty campaign in years. Call of Duty 4 was one I played. Black Ops 1. Just not really that many, to be honest. I do find them enjoyable, action-packed, over the top, but nothing too memorable. It's not like if I played Alan Wake or Quantum Break or anything that's a really story-driven game, memorable. Call of Duty's not like that. They're fun, action-packed games. But for this to be missing it, I can see why people get upset and want to boycott it, especially if they haven't said anything like a while ago about this. It sucks when you find out from a leak, if it is true, also, without them having their say on it first.
I'm just going to add in that Rain says, people, real-life relationships don't have a campaign either, which absolutely makes sense, but we make our campaign.
But it is a story with twists and turns, though. I'm just saying.
Cliffhangers and all.
Remember that time I ran you over, Xbot?
No, you didn't run me over.
You just don't remember.
That didn't happen yet.
It's part of the campaign that you don't know about. Okay? You gotta make sure, guys, you gotta run the Xbot over. It's part of the campaign.
Damn, yo, I'm not going outside today. People are gonna be aiming for me.
Yeah, right. I wish they would. I mean, never mind.
What?
No, I mean, I can totally see that. What are your thoughts on this bot?
Oh, thank you. I have been waiting. For this.
John said I'd like to run over a Mel. You did.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a shitty freaking person to play PUBG with. That is.
Do it, Don, but make sure I have the ATM cards first. Okay.
Ryan Landis, I don't know how to pronounce it, says the price should be lower. Should the price be lowered without a campaign? No.
In this situation, I personally would think so. Here's the deal.
Before you say that, bot, whatever you're gonna say, I'm gonna say no. The price should not be lowered because it'd be dumb. Because, and this is just my opinion, because people are gonna buy it anyway. It's Call of Duty. They always buy it. So that being said, why would you lower the price if it's gonna happen regardless? But Xbox, carry on. I gotta step away for 2 seconds.
Well, unlike OhSnaps, I am pro gamer here, and I feel that it should be the price should be dropped. Here's the deal: when it comes to Black Ops, one of the things is exactly what CBL said. For people who have followed the Black Ops series, one of the things they talk about is it had the best story out of all the Call of Duties. There's a lot of people that love like the whole Black Ops story thing. And you're alienating a fan base now if you're taking out the story. If this is true, and there's going to be no campaign, you're taking a chunk of people who love that series, who love Call of Duty, and you're just throwing them off to the side. And, you know, we're kind of used to it when it comes to Activision. They're just all about the money. But to blatantly take, you know, a part of the consumer base and a part of the fan base and just toss them to the side and say, hey, you know, what's going on here is we don't really need story. There's so many few people that get into the story that, you know, we'll just put in battle royale. It's a complete cash grab on that point. Another company putting in a battle royale mode, but now they're doing it at the sacrifice of single player. And here's a big thing. When it comes to Xbox gamers, the people out there who have been yelling about they want a single player experience, they want, you know, great single player kind of like adventures and stuff like that when it comes to their Xbox games, guys, if you really feel that way, I would say you need to boycott this Call of Duty if it's true, because this needs to be the worst selling Call of Duty out of all of them, in my opinion. If you guys like to have that single player experience in with your games, even though I know majority of people plays Superman. No, majority of people play the multiplayer. If you're one of those people that's saying we need single player experiences, if you're throwing your money in on this, you're telling the gaming industry that you don't necessarily care about that single player part of the game. And eventually, you know, money talks, you know what I'm saying? And if that's true, you throw down the money for this, the rest of the industry is watching, especially when it comes to Call of Duty, because all the past series of games, no matter how horrible, no matter how short, always had a single player experience because the developers thought that's what gamers want as well. And if you tell them with your wallet that, you know, you're fine with all this multiplayer on a game franchise who has had single player every iteration before this one, you're telling them that you don't want single player experiences. I don't know, CBL, do you think I'm too far off on this one? And he's muted.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you were going to be talking a bit longer. Yeah, no, I completely agree with what you're saying. Like, this needs to be the worst selling one, because when a game as big as Call of Duty drops a campaign, and it's not a big deal because it somehow becomes super successful, and it's all like in a day and age where battle royales are taking over everything. Most games are multiplayer based. It's not a good sign for single player games, especially when we don't get that many of them anyway these days. So,
dude, Neo Mental in the chat, he just put in the word Titanfall, and you know, the first Titanfall was really popular, but one of the huge criticisms was no single player campaign. So Titanfall 2, they put in a single player campaign. It was more highly kind of like acclaimed. You know what I'm saying? So what makes that different than Call of Duty there? They actually developed a single player campaign for the sequel instead of taking the traditional single player out of a game that already had it before time.
I don't know where you guys left off, but I do want to point out a couple things. One, Butcher Van said zombie dogs and Black Ops 4 would be an instant win. Hell yes. But also he said, let's be honest, Black Ops 3 is not still popular from a story. Its multiplayer is what's keeping it alive. And I do believe that kind of goes.
That's the case with all Call of Duties, but you're still alienating a certain fan base who goes in, especially with Black Ops, because talking to people who like Call of Duty, one of the first things they talk about, like, is the story of Black Ops 1 and 2. They're like, yo, those were the best stories in this series and stuff.
But how about the people who purchase Call of Duty every year just because it's Call of Duty, not because it's Black Ops or anything like that? They just purchase Call of Duty because they.
But they're still going to buy it anyway. Then
they enjoy the multiplayer. They don't care about the story. Maybe they did a focus group where out of 100 people, only like 20 people play the campaign. You know,
the only thing Activision has a focus on is their wallet. Let's be real. It's going to take less development time because they're not trying to put in a story with cutscenes, cinematics, and stuff like that. It's going to take less development time. They'll be able to throw it all together a lot quicker and mass produce a title year after year. That's what they're doing. You guys are actually making it easier on them to not be creative. if you spend your money on this.
Well, they can hire. No, never mind. Hire. They can just not have somebody writing stories. And they can focus more on the multiplayer. Okay, how many people? Okay, I don't want to say how many people play stories these days because a lot of people do, but more people I think play multiplayer than anything. But it only makes
okay.
sense.
That's more people, but you're still saying that there are people who go in and play the story. Like when it came to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, you bought it. I didn't really get into the single player. I liked the story, though. I thought that was one of the best stories that I played in a Call of Duty game. And now, when it comes down to it, even World War II, how many times have we really played that game?
A handful.
It's fun with friends and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if you don't have something that I can go in and kind of like be immersed in that whole thing, I'm not a big Call of Duty fan anyway. They're not winning me over with this decision. That's all I gotta say.
Well, you know where they're winning people over, Bot? Is they're adding in a battle royale mode, most likely.
Everybody and their brother is going to add a battle royale mode. There's retirement centers throughout the United States that are putting in battle royale modes. You know.
And guess what? I'm sending my family there. My mom, you're going to play Battle Royale mode in the retirement center, but you're going to enjoy it. Maybe not. But the reality is that that's where the popular, the gaming is right now. But it's in the Battle Royale. I'm surprised there's no Overwatch Battle Royale yet. That's the next thing that they're gonna.
They're Blizzard. They don't have to do all that.
Smurfs Battle Royale coming soon. You know what? I would buy that. Imagine if
I would play that.
Little exploding blue Smurfs everywhere. That'd be so cool.
Why is there only one female Smurf? But there's always a baby.
Yeah. There's only one baby though.
Oh yeah.
But all the adult Smurfs had to come from somewhere, so.
Oh,
guys, ponder this one. Somebody please answer that in the chat. That would be very helpful. But yeah, no, Battle Royale is where it's at these days. And yeah, I mean, I understand people still want their story. Should it still be $60? Would I want to pay $60? No, I don't ever want to pay $60. But there are people who are still taking their time to develop a game. They do have to pay them and things like that. So, yeah, like, it's going to be $60, and that's understandable. It's not like they're saying, here, you're only getting multiplayer.
They're locked away. Oh, my goodness. The chat's on fire right now.
I will check that in a second. They're just replacing the story with Battle Royale because that's what people want more of these days.
But here's the thing, OhSnaps. This is the thing I post out there. There are people, there are certain Xbox gamers out there who are talking about they want a single player experience. They want single player games as well for the Xbox. Now, the multiplayer, people are going to automatically play that, but people who talk about wanting single player on the Xbox platform, if they put their money down on this, aren't they saying that, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter?
Maybe it doesn't.
I know. I want single player experiences as well. And the one thing I like...
I don't like single player, so I'm the wrong person to ask about this.
DMC?
Okay, I'll play that, but that's different. That's not Call of Duty. I've never completed... I completed one. But I don't like playing single-player games. That's not why I game. So, to me, I'm the wrong person to ask because if they didn't have single-player games, I wouldn't play them. And I wouldn't be mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could take them away right now. I'd still be able to play with all my friends on my multiplayer. That's all I'm saying.
I got you.
I think you're wrong in all your wrongness.
At the end of the day, what I like about Xbox, especially when it comes to their exclusives like Halo and stuff like that, is they have a single player experience and then they have a quality multiplayer to it. I don't want that single player experience to go away. I like having games that have both. If you don't feel like dealing with 14-year-olds who like to have intercourse with your mom and stuff, and you just want to get into a game, and you still have the single player campaign to get into and stuff like
party
that.
Chat Xbot, so your friends.
But if you don't want to deal, if you want to be,
I want to have intercourse with your mom. Who says intercourse bot? First of all,
I want to bump nasties with your parents. All right. Yeah, you bump nasties, man.
Real quick, country gentleman in the chat says Call of Duty won't be worth $60 to me. I know I'm the minority, but that's just me. Call of Duty's never worth $60, honestly, guys. I just pay it because I don't have a choice. Or you could wait until it goes on sale. I haven't bought a Call of Duty aside from World War II in years. So that was the first one.
The one before that was Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
That was the one right after Ghost. It was right after Ghost.
I don't keep track of the timeline.
With Kevin Spacey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Space shooter Black Royale. Battle Royale where the black hole is closing in on you. That'd be freaking awesome. Space shooter, Battle Royale, black hole, boom. Done. All right, make it happen, Butcher Van. Yeah, CBL. Anything you want to add about playing with Call of Duty friends and stuff and things?
He just wants to say Xbot is right all the way through this, and
well, like that's what we've been saying it from the start. I think it's a bad thing if it is true that they're removing the campaign. It's not a good thing that they're continuing to still have the Black Ops name if they do it, because it's kind of shady.
I was just gonna point that out.
It's shady of them. Like, it's trying to use a brand that has been built up over years with the Black Ops name, and if they're not going to have a campaign, it's just, like I said, it's just really shady.
How is it being shady if they're
what kind of example is that for throughout years there's a lot of people who said that the single player is shit on Call of Duty, and instead of improving it, they're like, you know what, fuck it, we just won't do it. How about that?
Too much money, too much investment.
But they're adding something else into it, though.
Oh my goodness, they're adding a cash grab into it. Let's be real.
You can make one in 5 months apparently and release it. It's all good. So who cares if they're doing it?
How do we do that?
You just need Cliffy B as your dev team manager.
Yeah.
Speaking of
early access,
Cliffy B, let's move right along to what the hell is that game called? Radical Heights, guys.
Your mom.
Yeah.
It's not my mom, I promise you. My mom would be very disappointed.
Yeah, she's not really tall. You can't call her Radical Heights. All right.
All right. So Radical Heights. I mean, obviously you guys know about this by now. It's a battle royale game. All I gotta say is it's freaking cool. I was watching gameplay on it one day. Xbot left it on. He went out to somewhere, I think the vape shop, and I got so like, I don't know, lost.
The game looks awesome. The game looks awesome.
So I do want to hear from the one person here who's played the game, creating Beyond Limits.
Well, all I played was press enter into the game, and then it never worked. So I haven't actually had a chance. I don't know if it's because there's a fucking glitch in it, because it's extreme early access. So, I don't know. I was trying to look it up to see if anyone else was having an issue. I didn't really see anything. So I never got to actually have a game. So my 30 minutes of playtime was just me smashing my keyboard like, fucking work. I just want to have a shot at it.
Keyboard do to you?
It wasn't like, I don't know, it was pissing me off. It was just,
so in other words, he had fun.
Time.
Maybe Foxfire put a bunch of Z's in there. Foxy, did you even see any of this gameplay? It looks like so much fun. Like, I was watching it, and like, it's just so colorful and bright and sounds and sparkles and shit.
So, it looks like Fortnite.
Yo, Butcher Van is the man today.
Cliffy B is that car wreck you drive by and go, oh my god, that is a bad car crash, as you drive by and forget. That's like every car crash I see. I see Cliffy B everywhere. I don't know. Like, I didn't see anybody having issues with it. I mean, but it is, again, extreme early access, as you did mention.
Well, I never really play anything on my PC, so it has been a while since I actually turned the game on. But my PC isn't amazing, but it is decent. Like, I was able to turn Halo Wars 2 on, put it on high and ultra settings, and it seemed to work okay. For a game that has no textures, I'm pretty sure my PC should be able to handle it. So I don't know why.
Damn elitist.
I don't have an amazing PC, but it's okay, I guess. So I don't know what's going on there. I updated my drivers and shit like that, but like I never got too much into like PC gaming. So if there is something that I'm missing on my end, well then it's my bad. But I just wanted to have a shot and try it out so I can be like have some sort of impressions of the game other than what I've seen on YouTube and stuff like that. But I do think it looks like a pretty interesting game. Obviously, it's going to have issues. The game was in development for 5 fucking months, and it's super early access. So I think as long as we have...
What game is playable after 5 months from inception, 5 months later, and they actually have, like, people can try to play it right now?
This was a dream game, remember, of theirs? So
no, they said a passion project, and there's no passion project that you're releasing in 5 months.
Is what the hell it is, okay?
Yes.
It's a freaking copycat, but I would definitely play it. Here's what I'm going to do. After we get off the stream, I'm going to see if I can run it on my PC. Now, my PC is a piece of crap.
You can't.
I can't? But I will let you know, Creating Beyond Limits, if I have the same exact issue.
Nipple clamps.
Nipple clamps instead of vest for protection. I'll let you know if I have the same issue as you because I have a piece of crap. But I really do want to play this game, and if I had a gaming PC, I would play that game because I thought it was really cool. So, well, you guys.
I'm thinking like hopefully in 6 months or so when they have more development time, more updates and stuff like that.
I just watched somebody playing it the other day, and they were way in the game, having a ton of fun, and I was a little jealous.
I know. I was saying hopefully in 6 months they do a game preview version on the Xbox.
Yo, guys,
I hope so.
That'd be pretty awesome.
I don't know if people would support it though after Cliffy B was such a cunt in the past. Excuse me on French, but that's the truth.
That's what I'm talking about, OhSnaps. When it comes to Lawbreakers and Radical Heights, like people can say all they want about these games. The biggest problem with both of these games is Cliffy B. Let's be real. He is not doing anything good for these games that he came out with. You know, him and his development team. He has not done anything good for his development team being on social media or anything like that. The biggest downfall to these two games, because I played the Lawbreakers beta and it was actually fun.
Was that 100 players? The 1 versus 100? I didn't even know that. Like, I never even cared for that game because the guy was such an asswipe. Excuse my French. It's the truth.
But no, well, Lawbreakers, the beta, like I said, it was a lot of fun. I played with our boy Fame Entertainment, and it was cool. It was a lot of fun to play. It didn't deserve that kind of like drop off a cliff that it got. Radical Heights, to me, it looks like the good in between, between the fully cartoony kind of like Fortnite and the what we would call realistic, kind of like PUBG. It's kind of like slotted right there in between. 80s sense of humor. It's got a lot of good things in it. It's only been, in development for 5 months, so it is really rough around the edges. But at the end of the day, the biggest downfall is the name Cliffy B is attached to it right now. That is an absolute like social media pariah, and it's gonna kill Radical Heights the way that it killed Lawbreakers.
You think so?
From what I'm seeing, because people are automatically like it's a snooze fest and stuff like that, and the thing is, these people also play Fortnite and they also play PUBG, and with PUBG, 90% of the time you're just collecting weapons and ammo and waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Butcher Fan said Lawbreakers would be a win if they made it free right now. I mean that would definitely bring people back to the game,
and that's where Cliffy B is kind of like the virus in that whole thing, because he said no, basically we're not going to make it free. It was supposed to be free to play. If nobody's
playing it, then you might as well.
I know, right? Get something back from it, but no. What does he do? He completely cuts off any type of development for that game anymore, and he moves on. And then 5 months later,
all right, so people, they invested in this game, and then they just said, pulled the rug out from under them and said, "Fuck you," you know?
Well, they're keeping the servers up at least, but basically they said that we're not going to continue support. Like, there's only 10 people playing it, so you can see why. So, as long as Radical Heights doesn't have 10 people, it should be fine. If it has more than that, they might support it a little bit longer. But I seen Cliffy B tweeted the other day about Lawbreakers, saying that they'd love to go back to it or something like that. So maybe if Radical Heights gives them some sort of income and it gets big, maybe they'll put some sort of development team on Lawbreakers and like make some changes to it, like some sort of microtransaction costume skins or something like that, and then make it free, relaunch it. Maybe this Radical Heights is just being a cash grab, and obviously they're going to stay with it if it blows up, but maybe they're just using it as a way to make income so they can relaunch Lawbreakers if they care that much about it. Because if any game was a passion project, it was obviously Lawbreakers. They were working on it for 3 years, so they'd probably fucking rush out a battle royale game just to get some sort of income to save the game and also give them a game that makes them a lot of money.
And then within all this, Mr. Cliffy B over there hits up on Twitter and talks about, "Hey, Epic Games, can you please stop trying to steal people from my development team?" Like, he is not helping his situation whatsoever. And somebody called for Superman. But yeah, and that's the whole thing. These games would be more widely accepted if the name Cliffy B wasn't behind it, because of everything that he does on social media and everything that, you know, he talks about. He shoots his development team in the foot. It's not even him. He feels he is above his development team, but he shoots them in the foot constantly. I'm done.
You done ranting, bot?
Yeah.
So there's talks of them adding a female character. They did tease models for female characters. I do love the 80s look to this game. I'm not so crazy about the big hair, but I think this game has the ability to be successful given, you know, it has the right care taken for it, as well as the right team on it. It could be successful, and they definitely need to put it on our consoles. That would be epic, and I think that, you know,
was that a pun right there? Because epic, yeah,
it wasn't intentionally a pun, but yeah, no, I think that would be very smart to do, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about that.
I think it would be pretty funny if, for like Fortnite Battle Royale, they do the season like the battle passes, and they're always team based. Like, the first one was the fantasy with the knight skins and stuff like that, and the one that's on right now is the space team with the spacesuits and stuff like that. I think it'd be awesome if their next one or the one after it, because they obviously don't have enough time to change it now, if they did an 80s team just to fucking piss off Cliffy B. That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. It's just all these 80 skins in Fortnite, and Cliffy B's like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah, somebody that kind of looks like Mr. T. Somebody that kind of looks like the Russian boxer from Rocky and stuff like that. I can see that, yo. That'd be crazy.
I love the 80s.
That's what she comes in. I love the 80s, and let's go.
I was born in the 80s, bitch.
Bitches.
I'm actually trying to set up this little contest because we are giving away a $15 gift certificate to the Iron Bean Coffee Company. So
woohoo!
I am adding some lovely people who retweeted that to that right now. But
hold.
What's up, bot?
What's going on? What's the contest? Like, I didn't even know. That's freaking awesome.
Well, if you were here last week, which you were, and you were doing any type of pay attentionness, then you would know that we were giving away a $15 gift certificate to Iron Bean Coffee
Company. My YouTube
Somebody
money
wasn't paying attention.
Like, I couldn't afford to pay attention.
See, CBL, the thing is, he was too busy talking over my ad last week that I had put out. You know, my little promo thing where it says,
I was on crack.
Officially sponsored by the Iron Bean Coffee Company. But there he goes talking over me again. And that's where I mentioned it, and I did tweet it out. So I don't know where you have been, Xbot, since, you know, everyone else saw it and liked it and shared it. Okay, the few people who saw it, liked it, and shared it. You know what? And the sad part is I thought you were one of
Kids
them.
aren't going to school, okay?
You're right. You're right. So yeah, I did tag you in it at some point in time as well. And clearly you don't give two shits. So yeah.
How many of my videos have you watched lately?
All of them. Xbot. All of them.
Do you still make videos?
Yeah. Who are you?
Yeah.
Graphic God. You almost just got fought. He's like, but I hate coffee. Just kidding. I'm an addict. So I am going to be doing that shortly. A few minutes. If you guys want a last chance to get in there, I'm retweeting it now. And go retweet it. And then
go retweet.
Reply,
I'm gonna
done.
go see what you're talking about.
You're not allowed to be in it to win it, bot. So the last thing that I do want to talk about today, the Xbox for Freight DLC talk over. He's always talking over me. It's aggravating. But
I even talk in my sleep. See, I did it again.
You're a piece of crap. No offense. Oh my god, my eyes burned today. I was up till like 4 a.m, as always, and it's terrifying, you guys. It's like that's how I live these days. So some of the the things that we talked about today, we went by our topics really quickly because we are short-handed here because Supersonic Station isn't with us.
Are we Trump-handed? Is that what you just said?
I don't want to talk about Trump, but so. One of the things that I found that was interesting is because I got a couple of emails from Xbox yesterday. Well, from Microsoft, which used to be Xbox Rewards are now going to be Microsoft Rewards. And, this isn't anything new. But I do think that this is going to be a lot more beneficial for gamers. Like, I know this has been something that's been in the works for a couple months now, and people are like, they're going to be taking it away, blah, blah, blah. They're not taking away Xbox Rewards. It's just kind of being converged into Microsoft Rewards, where if you guys used Bing before, this is where I got a lot of Xbox gift cards from. I would just search stuff on the internet, and then I would always use Bing on my phone or on the computer and things like that and earn my points. And then I want to say it's like at 4,000 points now. They keep changing the Microsoft Bing rewards, everything like that. But that's a great way to earn gift cards. I did do a video on it a while ago. So now your Xbox rewards, when you purchase a game and things like that, they will all be included into your Microsoft rewards all on one account, one place. And that's going to be a great way for you guys to earn more games, when you do purchase games online. So I believe I was 2-star status for the Xbox VIP when they had Xbox Live Rewards, where it said 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. And then if you have the VIP status and you have Xbox Live Gold, you're going to earn 20 points if you're a 1-star. 20 points per dollar if you're a 1-star. And then if you're a 5-star, 100 points per dollar spent. And if you don't have Xbox Live Gold, but you are still a My VIP star rank member or whatever, then you still get 50 points per dollar spent. So I feel like this is a great way to earn points a lot faster. And I feel like this is really hard for you guys to keep up with me, like if you're not looking at the chart that I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I'm like...
but yeah, if you are Xbox Live Rewards Star VIP rank 1, you get 20 points per dollar spent. So once you reach 4,600 and some odd points, I forget exactly what it is, 4,650 points, you're gonna get a $5 Xbox gift card back, or whatever other gift card reward that you choose. But I always did like the Xbox gift card for my Microsoft rewards. They give us a gold blazer.
No, he's joking.
Oh,
they should give us a gold blazer.
Oh, haha, should. I don't want a gold blazer. I don't know what you're talking about, Rain. But anyways, guys, if you are interested, I will share more of this on Twitter. But I think it's really good that they're merging the Microsoft rewards and the Xbox rewards into one, because it's a lot easier to build up your points to get free gift cards for Xbox. I'm going to go on my accounts real quick and see how many points I have, because I spent stupid amounts of money on stupid video games. And if you guys use
including $20 in Overwatch.
That was an accident, but how many times do we have to argue about this? We didn't really argue yet. You want to fight? I have 3,041 points right now. And I am only a level 1.
You have 30,000. You said after 4,000.
3,000. I said 3,000.
Oh, I thought you said 30,000.
I had 68,000. No, I said 3,000. All right. So it says earn 158 more points this month to reach level 2. So it's kind of like if you guys go to your Microsoft account, you can see your points. It'll say claim your points. Look, I hit a goal and this is claim my points. So you guys can go check it out there. But I think this is a really awesome way to earn extra points, to earn extra gift cards and things like that. So go take a look at it. Look at right here. It says Monster Hunter World Sweepstakes. You enter for your chance to win. Lots of giveaways and stuff like that. It's really cool. I'm not wasting my.
You said look right here, but all I see is a black hangout, so you didn't really.
Sorry, don't look right here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I think that they're doing great things, and I will. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to make like a video that explains it a little bit better, or you guys could look at somebody else's video on it because I don't.
That would actually be a great idea.
But yeah, I think it's gonna really help Xbox and Microsoft, kind of grow. That's all.
No. Well, are you going to ask what we think, or
I don't care about what you think? CBL, what do you think?
See, you did it again. She didn't ask me anything except for the very first topic. You know what, CBL? What do you think?
Like, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference because it really isn't. It's just giving people more options to do rewards to get like some currency. So I think I'm all for it. More options to build up. I'm a big fan of the Xbox Live rewards. I've been signed on it for the last few years, like I'm sure most of you have. So it'd just be nice every now and again to just see a deposit getting put into your Microsoft account, and it's like, shit, I can actually get some now. So I'm all for the change. It's just a name change, really, and people probably have been aware about it for the last while. So
people
I'm all
were
for
mad
it.
about it at first. They're like, "Oh, they're taking something away from us." They're not taking.
That's because people like to bitch about anything. You know,
Facts,
it's 20.
facts.
I'm ready to
cry. Get over it.
I'm ready to bitch.
Xbox, are you bitching?
Can I bitch now?
Sure.
Yeah, and in all actuality, it's really cool how they took like the Bing rewards, Xbox rewards, kind of slammed them together. Gives people more chances to earn more things. But at the end of the day, you guys heard this description and details. And if you were like me, you turned into one of those gifs where the lady's kind of looking puzzled and you just see equations floating through the sky. We didn't know what the hell was going on, right? This is what they need to do. They need to streamline it, make it simpler to explain. And then why don't you have it on the Xbox where people can just go in when they're on their Xbox and see what points they are gaining or see what they are close to achieving and then doing whatever is necessary right then and there. You have to go to your computer to see exactly what's going on.
On your Microsoft account.
No, put it right on the system though. If you have the ability to gain games, if they have giveaways and sweepstakes and stuff, wouldn't it be a lot easier to go on your Xbox as you're playing the games? Like, man, I wonder if there are any giveaways. Go over to your reward system thing and be like, oh damn, they have a Monster Hunter thing going on right now. I'm gonna use points on that. Why don't they have this on the X? Why don't they have it on the Xbox? I'm just
freaking yelling. You know what? Vogel says they need a rewards app for the Xbox. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Xbox Fanfest sign up starts. Xbox 448. Butcher Van, in real time. What is 12 p.m. Eastern real time?
12 p.m. I think he's talking Eastern. He might be talking Eastern.
He said Pacifics.
Oh, he did. 12, 1, 2, like 3 o'clock. It's 3 hours difference.
Sweet. I will be. Damn it! I won't be home. It's gonna shut down anyway.
Butcher Van, just from now on, man, you are a quality supporter and an awesome part of the community, but you got to talk in real time. You got to talk always in Eastern time, dude.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. We're gonna get ready to get going. So
we're leaving?
Yeah, soon.
Where are we going?
Anya, save and close.
I want a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Reset names. There we go. I'm
Superman.
I'm gonna do my little wheel spin here. Hit the that's loud. You guys hear that?
No.
The winner for the $15 gift certificate of the coffee is Monkey Punch. Michael
Monkey!
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Monkey Punch, man. You gotta order this coffee. It is amazing.
Hold up. Malahuak. I got Battlefront 2 Microsoft Rewards points. Used to get Xbox cash cards. Great way to get Xbox Live free. That way I earn 9,000 points per month doing the daily Bing searches. That is so smart.
Do you know the way? Do you know the way?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Do you know the way?
Monkey Punch, guys, stop distracting me. Mel,
but
that's definitely an awesome way to earn free games and gift cards because that's what I've been doing for a very long time. Monkey Punch. What?
Do you know the way?
Did you just seriously harass me? Just to ask me that. And
I
then
love
you guys
saying
wonder
that.
why I'm a freaking basket case because this goddamn guy over here, Xbot.
Do you know the way?
Monkey Punch, please do me a favor and send me. I think he wasn't here. But I'll hit him up later. I need him to send me his email. She does not. I can't stand you, Bot. I don't know, Jedi Singe, but I can't stand you, Xbot. That's your bot. No, he's gonna be a dead bot in 2 seconds because I'm gonna kick his ass. So yeah, Monkey Punch, hit me up on Twitter. I need your email and some other info, and I'll try to hit you up a little bit later if I don't hear from you. Guys, thank you so much for watching the show. Creating Beyond Limits, would you like to let people know where they can find you and what you are up to, sir?
YouTube, Creating Beyond Limits. There's a link in the description box below. I'll also put one in the chat. Twitter, Dean557A. Mixer, the same, Creating Beyond Limits. I do lots of videos from reactions, gameplay videos, streams now that I can actually do it. I still have to get it all set up properly. Lots of just different kinds of videos. I just upload things that I like doing, creating, and watching videos like that I like myself on YouTube. So yeah, just lots of different things. I'm always open to suggestions and stuff like that. So yeah, I should have a video up in the next hour if I actually get it done. The new trailer for Jurassic World just released, and I have to check that out because I'm really hyped for that movie.
Very nice, very nice.
Oh, CBL, did you see the trailer for Megalodon?
No, I haven't seen that.
Dude, you gotta watch
He
it.
just cut me off, right? He just cut me off.
Talk over. Hashtag talk over.
How's it been streaming again? Have you been doing a lot of streaming? You know, I think this is your second week of
I only streamed last week when I tested it. I haven't had a chance this week. I was busy, and so
I get to work on that.
Yeah. I really want to. Just you have to be in a specific mood, you know, when you want to stream and stuff.
Yeah, I can understand that. Definitely understand that. Xbot, where can people find you? What are you up to? All that good shit.
Yo, according to Lady Foxfire, if you beat me up, I'm gonna be in the gutter somewhere on the side, like all bruised up and battered and shit. But no, guys, go ahead. If you don't know, I am a YouTuber. I do have my own YouTube channel. And go over to Xbot448 and go ahead and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. You know, ring that bell, hit that bell notification, so this way you know when my gaming news videos come out. And of course, next podcast every Saturday, 7 p.m. We might have I'm working on. I think we're gonna have a special guest. I think it might be a first time appearance as well on next podcast. No, that would be awesome. I've talked to him a couple of times, but no, it's funny because his name is Mike, by the way, but not Ebar. Is Foxy's name Mike?
No.
Yeah. Okay then. Mike Foxy Fire.
So
I don't know. Well, the name is Mike, but it's not Ibarra. I don't play those type of psychological games. I play all different ones.
Said I must play the Ewok hunt mode on my way to play.
Hunt them Care Bears, man. But yeah, go ahead and you know, follow me. Subscribe on YouTube. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter as well. It's at xbot448. I put up, you know, I talk to people about gaming and stuff like that. I put up random like vaping stuff and just random GIFs. And yes, they are GIFs, people, not GIFs.
GIFs,
I'm
it's
saying.
all fucking same bot. All fucking same. All right, guys. Check them out below. They are in the description. xbot448, creating Beyond Limits. One of our regulars isn't here today. That's Supersonic Station. His info is also below. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm the host, OhSnap, it's Mel. You can find me on Twitter at girlscangame22. You guys have an awesome week. Make sure.
Keep going.
What?
Keep talking. Keep talking.
Make sure you guys check out the Iron Bean Coffee Company. They sponsor our show. So that would be super awesome if you guys go over there, check them out, and use the code Coffee Casuals Consoles when you are checking out if you want to save 15% on your order.
Okay, I have the outro music ready. Are we ready?
That's wonderful, bot.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Do
Ready?
it.
Go for it.
Until next Wednesday, people.
Later, guys.
Bing, 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 bong. China. Bing, bing, bong. Obamacare. Bing, 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 bong, 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 bong. Get those lights off. Bing, 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 bing. China. Bong, bong. Bing, bing, bing.
That's off
Turn
air.
off the
Oh, no, it's
lights.
not.
I'm really rich. Bing, bing, bong. $1 million. Bing, bing, bong. It's Rubio. Bing, 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 bong, 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 bong.